Hey y'all, so today we're going to be checking out Silent Melody. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Shy in Second Life, and on this channel we check out aesthetically pleasing places in the virtual world of Second Life. So if you're interested in content like this, go ahead and subscribe. So yeah, I don't remember if this is a land that we visited either the first Vlogmas or the second, I don't know, but I do know that we came here before. Now initially I didn't realize that we had come here before until I actually came back. I was shuffling through my landmarks and I saw this place and I was like, have we been here before? I looked at the building and I was like, before this was a cafe. So when I peeked in, I did see that it was still a little cafe. So I said, okay, we definitely have been here before, but the entire land layout is different. Plus when we came here, it was a winter theme. So I was like, okay, if we have not seen the new layout, we ain't seen the land. That's just how I feel. Look how pretty this is. Oh, that's so pretty. So this land does offer rentals. I don't know how you rent things, but if they have like any kind of space where you can see the rentals, or not see the rentals, but you can see like the pricing and stuff, we'll take a look at that. The rentals are kind of off on like a little island type thing, so we will not be checking out the rental at all, because they got them private, they got them off to the side out in a little cut. So y'all, I'm in the Firestorm viewer. Yeah, the aperture viewer, although I still absolutely love the aperture viewer, it just takes a little bit of time for things to res, and I just don't like how I was walking around this land in particular. I don't know if it's just too extensive, if it's a lot of like scripts running or something like that. I don't know, but I didn't like it. I did not like it. I tried a lot before I actually started to record, and I said, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna go ahead and go into Firestorm. And I'm not mad at this, but I did kind of want to keep everything in the aperture viewer, but it's okay because I kind of get a chance to look at the graphics and stuff like that on the new Firestorm viewer. They look good. They look good. I just, I still kind of prefer the aperture viewer, and for my opinion, my taste, I prefer the aperture viewer. Now this is a cafe that we've seen before, so we're not gonna spend too much time here, but y'all know how I feel about baked goods at Second Life. You know how I feel about them. So y'all, I'll be on TikTok, and I came across a video of a guy. He was talking about how you can take free courses on Harvard, like free online courses from Harvard. And I was like, oh, okay. He was talking about like you can get a certificate and stuff like that, and then you can get you like a Harvard sweatshirt and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, and it was valid. I was like, okay, go. So I went to the site. I said, let me look and see what they have to offer. Initially I wanted to take a class that would kind of help me with teach me about algorithms and stuff like that when it comes to like YouTube, social media. I was hoping that they had a class like that, so that's what I was kind of looking into. So when I looked into it, they had a class that talked about like algorithms and data and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, cool, this should be the class that I need to take. So the class was CS50X. Yeah. So if you know, you know. If you know, you know. This is a computer science class. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Now, could I pass the class? Absolutely. Not trying to, listen. I could have passed the class. But I feel like when it comes to a class like that, you really have to have a passion for that, especially when it's a class that you don't have to take. Like this is the class you're choosing to take this class, and you don't have to take it. Like I don't want to, put it in simpler terms, I don't want to work that hard. I'll keep it 1,000. So my brother is a computer engineer. That is his passion. So that is like his bread and butter. So that entry-level class was like a breeze for him. Now, I thoroughly believe and I trust and I know myself, any class that I'm not familiar with, as long as I take it from the beginning, I'm going to pass it. That's just how I operate. But did I want to work that hard for a class that I knew that I had no type of interest in? No. So I ended up dropping the class. Now, was it an easy thing to drop? No. Because for me, I was like already enrolled in the class, and I was on the fence about whether or not I should stop taking the class, simply because I had already enrolled in it. I'm like, should I just see it through it to the end? I just wasn't interested in it. I just wasn't interested in it from the very jump. Now, what I will say is, the Harvard professors are very different, in my opinion, with their teaching skills than like any other kind of university that I've seen, the colleges that I've gone to and stuff like that. Like the professors were very different. This professor that taught this computer science class, very, very laid back. He made everything very easy to understand. It didn't have any type of difficulty for me when I was learning it. I was just like, okay, I get it. I did learn a lot in the class, but it just wasn't something that I was willing to pursue and put the time in that was needed in order to complete the class. So I ended up dropping the class after great thought. I did end up dropping the class. I talked to Mama Aries and everything. She was like, girl, listen, if you're not interested in it, just drop the damn class. I'm like, that's easier said than done, because I'm like, I already enrolled in it. So these are, side note, these are the rentals that they have. See how they're like kind of off to the side? I don't know how you would rent them. They might have this like a little kiosk somewhere. I'm not sure. I ain't see it. So now I'm taking a class called Navigating Happiness. And when I tell you, it's a really nice class. Now, are they teaching me things thus far that I haven't already known? No. But I do like that it kind of just cements all of the things that I have learned in the past about happiness, and just to let me know that I'm on the right track, you know, with everything. Now, I haven't finished the class. The class it's a short class, so I do absolutely plan on completing the class. But that was more my taste, you know, more my just. I should have taken a class like that to begin with. It's not a difficult class. It's a very just kind of like a get into know yourself type class thus far. I don't know what else is going to get into, but thus far, like I'm very much so in the beginning. That's just what it is. But I do like that they offer these classes and that they're free and they're like legit classes with professors, and I'm like, these are bona fide people. These are not like quote unquote filler classes, especially not the computer science classes. They have like a bunch of different leveled computer science classes that you can take online for free, and they're paced classes. Also like that they give you the option to get you like a certificate, to get a verified certified certificate, and you can put this on your resume and stuff like that. And then they give you the option to be just kind of like Harvard alumni, if you will. You get like the little sweatshirt and all that stuff, the little hoodies, and I think that that's super cute. So this is like a nice little farming area. It's a cute little transition. This is a cute little transition. Now it is giving like summer, springtime vibes. Now for me, I do kind of feel like, because summer and spring, in my opinion, when you're not dealing in like a tropical type environment, they definitely can look the same. They can look very similar to each other. A lot of the things that are around here you would see in the spring as well as the summer. So I do like that they kind of played it where it can be spring, it can also be summer. This is such a pretty path. Now initially with the lighting, I was a little iffy because I wasn't really sure if things were going to show up the way that I necessarily like wanted them to show up. So I do intend on us getting lost. I'm not doing it on purpose, but it's a lot going on this land. I'm still kind of laggy. I don't like that at all. So there's like a cute little candle shop that they have. So this is like a little, it's giving like shopping center type vibes. I don't know, but we'll continue to look around just to kind of see what we can see. I do like when I come across these lands. They're a little bit larger, just so that you can kind of get a feel of how a lot of landscapers will like lay the land out, if you will. So they have lots of different spaces for you to chill in, lots of different spaces for you to explore, and I really do like that. So it's not just like this is a summer type land. It does tend to have, it seems to have like a theme. It does give cottage core, almost kind of like village shopping type vibes. And then they have like this little spiritual space where you can come get like your tarots read and things like that. Just kind of like a hoodoo type area is what it's giving for me. So I really do like that they kind of have different elements, but all the elements are quite cohesive, and so that is a good thing. Yeah, so I am very much so I'm doing my hair. Am I doing my hair? I have plans to do. Look at this. Look how she lagging. Look how she lagging. The aperture viewer was taking me through it. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So I told myself we're gonna do some small box braids. Now I know everybody want the knotless. I get that. Me, I am a knot kind of girl. I'm a knot kind of girl. For my hair, when it comes to like long-term styles, I feel like I do better with braids that have knots, the knot on the young braid. So that is the plan. So these are the 2 rentals. I didn't get anything when I clicked on the board, so I don't know if you have to just kind of like pan around and look around the actual boat to see if they have like a pay box or something like that. I don't know. So I've done everything that I needed to do to start braiding my hair, except actually starting to braid my hair. It's like I'm getting a little apprehensive now. I mean, I'm getting a little nervous. I don't know. I think because I haven't done braids this small in a very long time. The last time that I attempted to do braids that were smaller, I gave up in the middle. I said, take it down. Take it the hell down. So I'm not gonna lie, there is a part of me that is just like, are you actually going to take the time to actually do this? I believe so, but a lot of times I'll go on TikTok and I'll see hairstyles, and because I know that I can do them, I will definitely err on the side of like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then when I actually start doing it, I'm like, God damn, I don't want to do this anymore. And that is like one of the beauties and curses, in my opinion, of knowing how to do your own hair, specifically braids. When you know how to do your own hair and you can braid your own hair, it puts you in a different type of mental space. For one, you do tend to like, you're very much so okay with taking your hair down after a short period of time. It's like, I don't care how long it took me, I can do this again. And so you don't really mind, well, for me, I don't really mind taking that style down that I haven't had in very long. But this is a style that I do want to keep in very long because it's the summertime, you guys. And so I really want to just like have a nice summer style that can stay up for a little bit of time. But I have to actually just start it. And I'm not there yet. And I don't like that I'm not there yet. Man, when I tell you this resin pissing me off. Okay, they said, okay, we gonna quit playing. So I do plan on starting very soon. And so I know it's gonna take me a couple days. What is this? Oh, this is the back of the bakery. I know this is gonna take me a couple of days to actually complete, which I'm fine with. Normally, now I don't know what it is, but for me, 3 days is always like the magic amount. Now, the last time I did my hair, it took 2 days. I was very surprised. That's the first time, that's the least amount of time that it's ever taken me to do my hair, regardless of the style. So I was very, very surprised that it only took me 2 days to actually do that style. And that's with the party. Normally, after I part, I'm done for that day. But I was determined. So that determination needs to be with me this time as well. So this is like a little stoner shop. How cute. So because they're small, I don't know how long it's going to take. I've been looking up different techniques and stuff like that, because once again, it's been a very long time since I've actually done my hair small, like done like some super small box braids. They're not gonna be super small, but they'll be small. I kind of err on the more medium side because it takes less time, and I don't know, I don't really mind like the quote unquote chunkier look, if you will. So that's kind of been my thing for a minute now. I do kind of do more Afrocentric styles, if you will. Those styles do tend to take less time. They have less elements to them, which I really do love. I love the simplicity of it. And I love that, you know, you get to look a little bit different from how a lot of other people might do their braids. So I really do like that. Now, granted, these are just going to be small box braids. It's not going to be, you know, different than like a lot of people do their hair. I remember this bill from a very long time ago. Not like from here, but just like period. I wonder, what did they do anything special to this? This was like one of the nicer builds, in my opinion. I love how they have these mesh people. Some are airwear got them. I do plan on doing like a lot of different styles with the braids, and so that's another reason why I want them small, but I want to be able to put them up in a ponytail. And so that's the thing about it. I'm like, I don't want to put too much hair on each braid, and then it's too chunky, it's too bulky. I don't want it to look bulky, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to have like that quote unquote boneless look. People were talking about that on TikTok. They were like, you get them boneless, knotless braids, and I was like, you know, I don't really mind that look. I want it a little bit more fuller, but not too full. So a lot of people were doing the free part. Was it the free part braids where they were just like picking parts? And I can't do that. My hair is thick, and I feel like for me, that's the quickest way for my hair to get too bulky, and I won't be able to do what I want to do with it, and then it's gonna look really, really bulky when it's just down, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. That's not the look I'm going for. So that's been my whole thing. It's just like starting and getting the look together, making sure that I'm doing everything correctly so that it comes out the way that I want it to come out, because ain't nothing worse than trusting the process and then you like, it's not even right. That's like a hurting feeling in your soul, because now you've done all of this work and you have to decide whether or not you're actually going to take it down that day and do it over and cry, or if you're going to cry while you're taking it down, or if you're going to cry first and then take it down, because crying is going to be a part of it. I'm gonna get my act together. I ain't there yet. I've been sitting with this hair for over a week. Just like, okay, we're gonna do it today. Still ain't doing it. Been making up all types of excuses as to why I'm not gonna do it or why I can't do it on this day. And in actuality, just because I'm procrastinating. That's it. I figured I could at least just part it out so that it'll already be parted out. And you know, one of my things is definitely, I always want to make sure that I don't have anything to do, because I don't like going outside. What's this? Can I go up this? Ooh, what's up here? Hold up, you know, you gotta hold your breath, make sure you don't fall off. What's this? Oh, this is cute. I do not like going outside when my hair's not done. When I'm doing my hair and I haven't finished, okay, it's another ladder here. Okay, what is this? They did different levels. We love that. We love different levels. When I am doing my hair, specifically like when I'm braiding my hair, I can't stand when I have to go outside and I am not done braiding my hair. I'll be feeling like I look crazy. Hold up, because we got to get a good start on this. Because if I fall, hold up, y'all. We gotta, okay, wait a minute. We almost there. And we made it. Oh, this is cute. Okay, I'm glad I paid attention to that. I almost walked past it. They had that ladder really blended in. This is too cute. Look at some flowers. So yeah, some people were like, oh, you know, start with the, you know, do your hair and do the perimeter and stuff like that. When I tell you, TikTok has given me some amazing, when I say amazing, tips on doing the braids and stuff like that. Like, I'm really excited to implement a lot of these skills that I have learned via TikTok from other people that are braiders, and other people that like braid their braiders that braid their own hair. I really am excited. A lot of people are saying like they started the front. Now I normally start at the back, and by the time I get to the front, I'm like, OMG. So I'm like, you know what? It probably would be better if I started from the front, you know. So this time around, I'm going to start from the front, and I'm going to see how it's going to work. I'm going to do a couple rows in the back because I haven't done box braids in a while. So I do want to make sure that I still remember the skill, because for me, when I haven't done it in a while, sometimes I'm a little rusty. And my thing is, let me be rusty in the back. Let me be rusty on like that first row in the back, but you can't really see that row. And by the time I put it up, it'll be cool. And I don't mind redoing a couple braids in the back, because it's like, okay, I wasn't really prepared. I was a little rusty. Now I'm not rusty no more. I don't mind doing that, but I definitely don't want to start on the front being rusty. So that's the whole thing about it. Then I'm just trying to think about the size, and I'm like, my hair is thick, and did I do enough hair, and this and that. It's like so many different parts and pieces. I just really feel like is this food in here? Is this like a little table? I feel like I'm gonna be stuck in here. What is, I don't know. We're gonna pay in there. So it's just a lot of different elements, but I'm gonna get it together. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm definitely gonna get it together. Now, I'm not mad at, it's pretty in here. I'm not mad at this Firestorm viewer. I do not like the fact that things are not crisply, as a word I just made up to describe it. Things are not crisply resin in. I don't like that. They're not. There's some things that are a little bit blurry. I don't really like that. This stuff wasn't coming in initially. Let me see if it's coming in now. I don't like that. I'm used to things just kind of already, see, we didn't see this at first. I'm used to things just already being like that, just already raised in. It's another ladder. Look, I'm walking up all ladders now because they done showed me they got some stuff going on. What's this? Can I walk up here? Don't let me fall off. Is this a tip? What's this? It's something else. Hold up. This is the fastest way to get lost. I don't know what this stuff is. What is this? I don't know. Little tic-tac-toe type vibes. I don't know. What's this? I love this. But you know what? If you are not paying attention, you would definitely miss this. Look how pretty. They have a little pool area. Look at this. I know. It's the rooftop, baby. It's the rooftop. Okay. Love it. Loving this. Okay. So this is cute. So I want to do just like almost like a beginner's guide. Are these people? We finna people watch real quick. When I tell you, first I got a comment, and the commenter was saying, oh, look how pretty. They were saying that they were kind of intimidated by Second Life and just like how to do certain things on Second Life, stuff like that. When I tell y'all, when I am on, look how cute they are. He's a lover. Oh. When I go to like different websites and stuff like that, like different social media apps, every time I look up information on Second Life, one of the main things that I'm always saying is people saying that they don't understand Second Life, they don't know what to do in Second Life, they don't know how to start Second Life and stuff like that. And so although they do have a lot of like beginning guides and stuff like that for Second Life, they're pretty dated. The most recent one that I saw was about like 8 months ago now. Is there a chance that there can be some that are more recent? Absolutely. Now, are the ones that are older still just as relevant as the one from 8 months ago? Yes, but I do feel like some of them are a little bit more detailed than others, but at the same time, you can always like, from your Second Life experience, you can be like, okay, well, these are things that I wish I would have known. These are like add a little tips where it's like they did a really good job at explaining the basis for a Second Life, but it's like if I feel like I can add some more to it, you know, I want to do that. So my biggest thing is just trying to come up with like a proper format so that the video is not just like super long. Where am I going? Where am I going? Is this a path? Okay. It's water around in these certain spaces. I'm like, I don't want to walk in no water. So I don't want the video to be like super duper long. That's like the biggest thing about it. Like I don't want the video to be super long. I want it to have a nice cohesiveness to it so that it's easy to refer back to. And so that's the whole thing about it. I've been working with Mama Aries. I'm just trying to get like a format. Oh, y'all over here hooked up. Okay. She said we finna take, it's a lot of people here. When I tell you, I really do love that. I really do love that there are a lot of people on this land. When I first came here, there was quite a few people that were resident, and I was really excited about that. You know, I'm about to say forget this path because it's too windy. It's doing too much. I don't know what it's doing, but I feel like as long as there's no water around anywhere, I can just walk. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. Probably looking after this video, I'll go ahead and get started on that just so that I can get it out there, and it'll be just like a nice little reference guide and then something different from the tours. Not that I'm trying to do anything different from the tours, it just will be something that's different from the tours. It was so funny because after I left the comment like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna make a video and like making like a how-to guide and stuff like that, I was like, ooh crap, what's this? Hold on, are we going, is something up? So look down first. I was like, oop, let me go ahead and check around and see if there are people that are already doing this and if they're like videos that I can refer them to as opposed to me doing my own video, if it's like something that's already out, more recent and stuff like that. So I ended up doing quite a deep dive, and I don't know if I just wasn't looking up the right stuff, but when I tell you there were quite a few videos, however, they were a bit dated. And so that, you know, that made me feel better with wanting to come out with a video. There's so many like how-to guides on Second Life, on YouTube about Second Life, but everybody kind of puts their different spin on it. And so I wanted the opportunity to do the same, especially because I know that there's so many little intricate parts and pieces that I have found out about regarding to Second Life and like the things that you can do in Second Life. And so some of those videos I didn't see them like mention those things, and so I'm like, okay, well, you know what, I do have something that I can add. I can add some quality to what they're doing as well. You know, they gave a lot of quality, and I'm like, I can add a little bit more. And so that's the reason why I'm actually going to be doing it. So this land, just like it was for the wintertime, is such a treat. They have lots of different levels, and I love that. Like, I really, really love that they have different levels. We know that I love a good build-up type experience, and that's exactly what this is. I love all the flowers. I love the lighting. When I tell you, I was so apprehensive about leaving this shared environment the way that it is. First of all, I felt like it gave it had a gloomy, that's the word that I was looking for. It has like a gloomy type vibe to it, but with all of the beautiful flowers and then the lighting and stuff like that. It doesn't make it feel like gloomy. The sky does look gloomy, but the lighting with all the other aspects does give it quite like a romantic, enchanted getaway type vibe, and I really do like that. I love their little cozy nooks where it's just like real like cute little dip off spots. They have like the little trucks and stuff that we saw earlier, and then like this is like a really cute like dip off spot, like a little reading nook, if you will. Let me see, do I get a hand for the pillow? So you get a hand for the pillow, so I'm sure you can sit on them and take little pictures and have cute little poses. They done this up so well. Look how nice they've done this up. I love all the little added features with the little kitty cat, and they have the cute colorful flowers and stuff like that. It has just a nice like enchanted whimsical type vibe, especially when they add like little elements like the little, let me see, was that like a little mousy? Hold on, let's see if we can find the little mousy. Yeah, so like the little mousy with the scarf on and stuff like that. It just gives it like a nice like little whimsical type enchanted vibe. And we absolutely love a land that's given enchanted. It's still always going to be one of my, oh, this is cute. It's always going to be one of my favorite types of lands. I love a nice land full of whimsy. Whimsy is always going to get me. Whimsy is always gonna get me. This land is quite extensive, but I absolutely love the way that they've meshed everything together, because these are some of the parts that we've seen already to the left of us, but then they have like really cute like nooks off to the side, almost like back road type vibes. We're just like, okay, we actually didn't see these things over here because I didn't know that they were here. You know, I really do like this. So it's just like you can find your own little space, and there's so many different spaces that you can view. I saw somebody over here, okay, because I want to look at this stuff. He's over here taking pictures, and that's fine, but I do want to look at this cute little cozy spaces. Look how nice this is with like the drinks. It has such a nice romantic vibe to it when I tell you. And I always think it's so cool when they have lands like this that are this done up in detail, and then they'll give you the option to live here. So it's like you get access to all of this. It's definitely like living on a land that is like very detailed in the landscaping, but you didn't have to do it yourself. You get to just kind of indulge in the landscaping, and you always have access to all of this. It's like your own little personal land, and then other people come to the land, which I think is pretty cool as well. A lot of people are very like private with their lands in Second Life, and I definitely get that. But I do like the idea of being on a land where other people can come to and they can visit it. It's like you can, other people can share in the beauty that's been created, as opposed to just you or just like the people that you know.